Hi everyone, my name is Chloe. Today I would like to present a case study of Maddie in working with young people and their families. Before I start my presentation, I would like to acknowledge the Aboriginal Torres Strait Islander owner of the land and pay my respect to elder past, present, and emerging. This is my table of content. And first, let's take a look at case study. Maddie, a 15 years old girl living with her mom and younger brother. Her father is under prohibition order from seeing her and her brother due to a history of coercive control and emotional abuse. Maddie has become reversed and disconnected from school. She had her relationship with her 16 years old boy. Maddie sent her private image to the boy and he later shared to own up his friend on Snapchat. Maddie is always being bullied and slut-shaming at school. She described her feeling as embarrassed, scared, and dirty. With her trusted teacher and posted on her social media that she want everything to stop. Her mother blamed on her and didn't want to engage with school support. Maddie no longer go to school and refused to go counseling too. There is no further involvement of legislation. From the above information, we can point out some issues that Maddie has to cope with, such as a history of family violence, sexual abuse, bullying and slut-shaming at school, emotional distress and trauma, disengagement from school, lack of parental support, and refusal to engage in counseling. Next, let's talk about risks and protective factor. In the case of Maddie, we can see that risk factor will be history of family violence and coercive control, image-based sexual abuse and public shaming, lack of parental support, mother victim blaming, and social isolation and school disengagement. However, besides risk factor, there are some protective factor. Protective factor can consider to be those that may reduce or mitigate the negative impact of risk factor. In the case of Maddie, we can see that the protective factor will be just the teacher who she confide in with, and younger brother will be a possible protective factor too, and existing school welfare policy and referral pathway. Maddie also has her own help seeking through teacher and school and social media. Altogether help to build up the qualities of positive self-esteem and sense of having a secure base. Next will be challenges and barriers. So these the challenges and barriers that people who work with Maddie have to confront with. First will be engagement. Maddie refusal of counseling and school attendance, family collaboration, mother victim blaming and non-engagement, interagency coordinator. There is no current child protection or police involvement. There is unclear reporting pathway, stigma, school culture that enable slut-shaming, resources. There is really limited youth-friendly, trauma-informed counseling option for Maddie. Next, we'll talk about ethical dilemmas. First will be confidentiality and safety. We need to balance Maddie privacy with duty to report image-based abuse. Mandatory reporting. The school and teacher need to report to child protection about Maddie case. Autonomy and best interest. Respect Maddie refusal of counseling while ensure her welfare. Consent and capacity. Assess Maddie capacity to consent to image sharing at 16. Non-malfeasancy. Avoiding further harm through moralizing language or further stigmatization. There is some solution to help Maddie in her case. I want to apply three key theory here. So first will be trauma-informed practice. Trauma-informed practice, according to Department of Social Services, mean understand impact of trauma and path to recovery. Many express the trauma of coercive control and emotional abuse from her father. So we need to use trauma-sensitive language, routines, and safe space for her to express her emotion and thoughts. Create environment of safety, trust, and empowerment, such as just the teacher or one of the family member, like her younger brother. Next will be strength-based practice. Strength-based practice focuses on many capabilities and resources. We can see that Maddie's strength is that she did not realize herself to be bullied, so she is seeking help from her teacher and social media. We can work and engage with Maddie to build a trusted and collaborative network, motivate her to engage, acknowledge Maddie's relationship with her younger brother. That might be a protective factor too. The third practice could be right-based practice, dignity and autonomy. Based on UNCRC Article 12, involve Maddie in the expressing her view and making decisions about her support. Best interest, Article 3, put Maddie interest in priority. Digital rights education, we can organize workshops on privacy, consent, bystander intervention. Besides that, we also have some legislation and policy to help Maddie. So first, mandatory reporting. Clarify teacher duty to report a child protection and e-safety commissioner. School policy, strengthen anti-bullying protocol, online safety education, and restorative practices. Child Wellbeing Safety Act 2005. School need to create a child safety environment, policy, early intervention, and even action to prevent abuse, including bullying and image-based abuse. Crime Act 1958 make image-based sexual abuse a criminal offense to distribute intimate image without consent and recognize Maddie as a victim, not a offender. Education and Training Reform Act 2006 requires school to provide a safe learning environment, give school a legal duty of care to protect students from harm. Mandatory reporting is needed in many cases too. E-Safety Commissioner, Enhancing Online Safety Act 2015, allow victims to image-based abuse to report incident to the E-Safety Commissioner, have to remove many intimate picture, investigate and penalize people who share sexual content online. So that is end of my presentation, and here is references.